You know, one thing you might be wondering is, and I've wondered this, why does there seem to be such pervasive failure among Christian men in this area of Christian marriage? We're not praying with our wife. What's that all about? Now, there's a lot of reasons I've come up with, and guys have shared with me. They said, it wasn't modeled for me. I wasn't raised in a Christian home. I don't know what a praying man looks like. My dad never prayed. You know, there's a lot of reasons, and of course, there's a mixture of complications in all of our lives. But one common thing is this. It's the sense that I know my wife knows who I really am. Did you get that, guys? I know she knows who I really am. And that causes like a shame or a hesitancy in me to step toward her spiritually, because it's like, she knows last night I yelled at the kids, spanked them all, threw them all in bed. She knows I'm watching the wrong kind of movies. I cuss. I fight with my dad. She knows all this stuff. I lost my job. She knows how I'm bumbling and stumbling along in life. And now, how do I step toward her in a spiritual viability? Because I feel like I'm kind of blowing it, and she already knows that. I think that's one of the common reasons we don't step in. And I don't have a great profound answer for it, quite frankly, but here's my answer, at least so far, is this. It's like a trick the enemy likes to play on our mind. Because the very place where you need to step, that might be the place to find answers and find healing, is in the Word of God and in prayer in your marriage. And I find over and over again, the guys from Testimony of Guys, is they know their wife would welcome them. At the same time they know they're struggling, they also tell me, my wife would welcome this. And so I think it's like a hoodwink. It's kind of a lie the enemy's tricking us. He's literally putting up a scarecrow to keep us out of the cornfield of God's blessing. And so I opt myself out the very answer and resource that I need. You see how we get tricked? And so you know what it takes? Faith. Step toward her and toward God in faith. And little by little, you start to pray through the Word of God, and your wife will respect that. Does she know you're struggling? Yeah. But you know what she wants to see? She wants to see you stepping toward God and stepping toward her. Now, there's a lot of marriages and different situations, and there's complications, and it's not always easy. I know that. But in the general principle, I would say, don't opt yourself out. Don't be hoodwinked by the evil one. We all got issues. If you waited till you were ready, how long would you wait? If you waited till you're now spiritually qualified, how long would you wait? I mean, forget about it. We all got issues. We've all got challenges. We've all got hurdles. And so I believe in the one flesh union of marriage, step by faith, step in humility. You know what a wife wants to see? Not a proud guy opting out. She wants to see a broken, humble man step in. That afternoon, when I lifted up my hands and said to my wife, guilty. Guilty. It might just have been one of the most victorious moments in my marriage. So, I don't know if that's the right answer, but that's at least part of it, I believe. Step past the scarecrow, step toward your wife. Share with your wife that very fear. See how she responds to it. I've told guys to step into this. You know what? Number one, probably need to tell your wife what you'd like to do. Number two, right behind that, apologize to her. Apologize to her. I did. And tell her, I've been blowing this for a long time. But you know what? I want to get it now. And the hope, gentlemen, is it's not just trying hard again. It's not going to the bookstore for another answer. The Word of God's the answer. You got the Bible? You got your wife? you just come together and start to pray the Word of God with her, and you step in toward her in faith with intentionality, normally a woman would respond to that. Don't be proud, be broken.